What is up, you guys? I know it's been a while, so I'm just gonna show y'all how to do my feet in stitch braids. This is six. I love the jam. If y'all have not tried it, go try it. It is bomb, okay? Real bomb. But right now I'm just lathering jam on each side of the braid so that I can prepare to start smoothing it in with the comb and getting the braid the way that I like it to be so that I can easily stitch her braids in. I'm just taking out her baby hairs. Y'all know these youngins, they love some good edges out. So that is what I'm doing right now. Y'all, and excuse my ashy hands. I did not know my hands was that ashy, but it's okay. I'm still gonna get the job done. Ashy hands and all. But yes, I'm just combing that product in. Y'all, please make sure y'all comb the product into the hair and make sure it is laid the way that you want it to be laid before you start braiding. It makes the process so much easier. So I'm just working all that in. Now I'm preparing to start my braid. As y'all can see, I put my little stitch tools on because I just cut my nails and they were like really short, so they weren't long enough to do stitch. So my stitch tools come in handy when you ain't got no nails, okay? If you don't have any, get you some. It helps a whole lot, okay? So now I'm just going side by side. Each time I wrap the hair as I'm braiding, if I'm explaining that right, each time I do the braid, I would do another stitch on that side, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain this, y'all. I am not the best at explaining braids, but y'all watching so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna keep that going the entire time I am braiding, just to make sure everything is tight and try to make sure y'all grip that hair like at that very moment and snug it in. You want the braid to be completely taut, not tight, but taut to the head so that the stitch actually shows. So I'm just going to do that all the way down. Eventually, I will start adding hair. I like to start off with just the natural hair. It makes it so much easier and it doesn't make the braid super thick. So I always start off with just the natural hair. And once I get to a certain point, then I start to add the weave into the braid, which I will, be able to see in just a second. I'm adding my first piece now, as you can see. And who else have a hard time trying to braid while recording? Y'all, this is like the toughest thing ever to do. I've been working on my angles. I've been trying to do better with the angles and stuff. And I think I'm getting pretty good and getting better at it. But baby, when I tell you this is hard, trying to make sure you're in angle and all this jazz and still being able to braid the hair properly, it's a job, okay? So I applaud everybody who's been doing this for a long time. I'm just getting into it like a few years ago. I've actually tried a few times and then I would literally just stop, but I'm actually trying again. But y'all, this is a task, but I'm getting better at it. I think I'm getting better at it. But I'm only gonna do this braid so y'all can always go back and rewind this video and see, what I did and how I do what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this braid and then I'm gonna show y'all the finished product of how it turned out all together. And this is just six regular feeding braids. And I do like to add jam to the end of the hair as well while I'm braiding so that it can stay smooth because I don't like that clumpy look with natural hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about with natural hair. Your hair starts to curl up with the ends of the braid. So you want to try to keep that as smooth as possible. So as I'm braiding, I would add more product and comb it in to the bottom of her hair as I'm braiding so that it won't bunch up or have those curly knots throughout the braid. I absolutely hate it. So I will add product to the ends of her hair and I would actually comb that in as well while I'm braiding so that it won't get clumpy. And I also do that once I'm actually finished with the braid as well. Once I start to braid it down, I would add the product to the end of the braid and comb it in as before I start to braid it completely down. And y'all, this is in real time. It's not slowed or sped up. Like this is real time. And so y'all please note that braiding takes time. I don't care how simple the style is, what you think you're getting. Braiding takes time, especially if you want it done the right way. It takes time. So please don't get in your stylist chair and be like, oh, well, I got somewhere to be in an hour, and you want a style that takes about 3 hours. Like, be mindful that braiding takes time. And if you don't want to walk out looking crazy and you want it done a certain type of way, give yourself that kind of grace to, get that style done. Okay. Or read your stylist site in full because I notice people do not read. Y'all gotta do better. We do not make those sites for our benefit just to have it up there for y'all to be like, oh, forget what she's saying. I'm just gonna book and do what I want to do. Like, no, read the sites. It is important to understand what you are, where you going, and who you dealing with. Okay, we do this to help y'all as well as help ourselves. So please be mindful and read those sites and take heed to, what we're trying to tell y'all, okay? And she actually taught me something new. She is the only client that I do this with. Everybody else use human hair. But for like her curly pieces, she would use the actual braid hair and we would use flexi rod. So y'all will see me take a piece of hair out and I'm gonna do that a few times on each braid to get the curly pieces. So y'all be able to see me do that in just a second. And we just flex it. I didn't show the process of that, y'all, so I do apologize. But if y'all interested in knowing what I do with that, then just let me know and I'll do a video. But this is the final look, and I'm still working on English, y'all. And excuse my baby toys. But this is the finished product, and I'll see y'all in the next one.